A lot of people nowadays have become interested in using psychology to reach their goals with other people. Have you heard of reverse psychology? It's a tried and true method of getting what you want. Reverse psychology has been proven to work according to science. According to Jeff Greenberg, a professor of social psychology at the University of Arizona, reactance is a psychological phenomenon that includes reverse psychology. According to Greenberg, the concept of reactance is that people are passionately driven to safeguard their freedoms. People react when they believe their freedom is threatened, such as when they believe someone is taking away their right to make their own decisions, he added. As a result, individuals may become enraged or protective, attempting to neutralize the threat, he said. Reverse psychology, according to Greenberg of Live Science, takes advantage of a person's reactance. Reactance is more common in those who are irritated, stubborn, or emotional, according to Greenberg. People who are amiable and obedient, on the other hand, are less likely to be motivated by reverse psychology, according to him. He also mentioned that there is some evidence that men are more prone to reactance than women. Reverse psychology is used in a variety of ways in everyday life. Therapists who have patients who are resistant to treatment employ it. It is used by prosecutors to elicit confessions from criminals. It is used by parents to get their children to observe house rules. It is used by husbands and wives to persuade their partners to do what they want. Furthermore, salespeople use reverse psychology to close deals more quickly. Most individuals despise being sold to or being made to follow a system of rules. That is why reverse psychology is effective. The reverse psychology technique is based on the well-known psychological phenomenon of reactance. In this video, we will discuss 10 ways to get what you want using reverse psychology. Sign number 10 is very effective. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Pretend like you're not interested even though you are. We have all heard the story about the guy who proposed to his girlfriend because she appeared unconcerned about whether he would propose or not. We've also heard the story of the girl who got her ex-boyfriend back by acting as if she had moved on and didn't want to rekindle their relationship. In partnerships, nagging is ineffective because most individuals dislike being instructed what to do. What about the psychology of being overly obtainable to someone you're in a relationship with? The same reason you're not drawn to the merchandise of a salesman who appears frantic to make a sale is why someone being too available in the early stages of a relationship is undesirable. People are more drawn to things that they have to struggle for than those that come effortlessly to them or are forced to accomplish. Number 2. Make people think that they are about to lose the opportunity to do something. In the digital advertising world, reverse psychology, pull marketing, and anti-marketing are becoming increasingly prominent. Why? Because it is effective. I spotted a Facebook ad a few months ago that claimed a restaurant in my city was closing its doors. It stated that the eatery would close its doors and cease operations at the end of the month. Everyone wanted to make a dinner reservation at this restaurant all of a sudden. If this was a reverse psychology marketing gimmick, it worked. Surprisingly, this restaurant's doors are still open and it hasn't closed. Number 3. Tell the other person you don't think they'll be able to do something. Consider a mother who was attempting to persuade her small son to finish his vegetables. "I was going to give you ice cream for dessert, but only if you finished your broccoli," she might comfortably remark to her kid. "However, I don't think you'll be able to finish your broccoli." Her son is suddenly on a quest to eat his vegetables because he was told he couldn't. Personal trainers and sports coaches frequently employ reverse psychology to motivate athletes to improve their performance. Athletes are motivated to train every day when they hear statements such as, "You'll need to train every day if you want to win this race, and I don't think you have the self-discipline to achieve it." When an athlete is informed, "You're probably not going to win this race," he or she becomes even more eager to win. Aladdin employs reverse psychology to persuade the genie into assisting him in escaping the Cave of Wonders without using one of his 3 wishes in the classic Disney film Aladdin from the 1990s. He replies that the genie is unlikely to be able to get them out of the cave. As a result, the genie sets out to prove Aladdin wrong, so Aladdin gets his wish. Genie helps him escape the cave without having to use one of his wishes. Number 4. Make the other person feel like nothing is forbidden. Telling your junk food addicted partner that they can eat as much junk food as they want is an example of ethical reverse psychology in partnerships. When nagging hasn't worked, saying this to someone who is reluctant to change is an example of applying reverse psychology for the greater benefit. This comment from you will cause your partner to ponder on their poor eating habits and desire to improve as a result of your statement. It's likely that they will not eat junk food so much because it will not feel like it's forbidden. Number 5. Let a person have a certain amount of time each day to do their unwanted behavior. A therapist could apply reverse psychology by instructing someone who procrastinates excessively to set aside time each week to do whatever they want. Similarly, a patient with terrible anxiety and troubling thoughts would be told to set aside 30 minutes each day between 8 and 8:30 p.m. to enable themselves to experience worried thoughts during that time. During those 30 minutes, the patient is more than likely to think about positive things than negative things. Did these 5 reasons already help you understand how to use reverse psychology? Tell us more about it in the comments, and while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button? Here at Psychology Element, we believe in free knowledge, and free it is. Number 6. Use calm and relaxed body language to make the other person think that you're not that eager, even when you are. In reverse psychology, how does body language play a role? Your prospect will lean in if you lean back and appear calm and uninterested. Allow them to approach you. Similarly, make sure your tone of voice is calm rather than desperate. You can't appear desperate or excessively enthused since people don't appreciate being sold to, persuaded, or told what to do. Number 7. Make them think that you think they can't afford something expensive. In high-ticket closing, you can utilize reverse psychology by acting as if the prospect can't afford your deluxe package, even if you know they can. When you distrust their purchasing capacity, you'll persuade them to acquire the most expensive package you have. You're not attempting to persuade them to purchase your most expensive plan. You're allowing them to make that decision on their own. Number 8. Make the person think you think they're not ready for the next step. You can also complete the sale by hinting that your prospect isn't ready to make a decision that will benefit their business on a sales call or in a sales meeting. Perhaps you're happy with the stage your company is currently at and you're not looking to make any major growth. Or you have to be prepared for growth and maybe you're not ready to take your business to the next level yet. Number 9. Tell someone directly they are not allowed to do something. Scar informs Simba in the classic Disney film The Lion King that only the bravest lions dare to visit the elephant graveyard. Scar was well aware that Simba's ego would drive him to the cemetery. Teenagers rebel against their parents, so they are vulnerable to reverse psychology. This is an era when parents say one thing and teens desire to do the exact opposite. Another difference between children and adults is that children, especially younger children, have less cognitive development, and hence may not notice their parents are using reverse psychology on them. Adults, on the other hand, are more likely to see through it. Number 10. Tell someone that there is no more space. Imagine that you are a college student deciding which classes to enroll in. Any course that is already full and has a waiting list will naturally appeal to you. The psychology behind this is similar to the fear of missing out, or FOMO for short. I hope you now understand how to use reverse psychology to get what you want. Have you ever used these techniques or had someone use them on you? Let us know in the comments. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more.